Dobra, zaczyna się. Minuta jeszcze nam została. No ja jestem ciekaw. Battlefield, nie wiem, 5, Battlefield 2. W sumie wiemy już po jakiś tam teaserze jednym czy drugim gdzieś tam obrazku, że to będzie druga wojna światowa. No tu już widać żołnierza z jakimś kurde taką bronią z drugiej wojny. O, patrzcie! Kobieta z pistoletem. Nvidia Origin, kurde, Xbox Live. Jakiś rozmyty ten. Patrzcie jakie te loga rozmyte ten Xboxa. Tak. Dzieje się. Dzieje się. Jezu, co to będzie? RP. Rating pending, czy jeszcze nie określili, czy dzieci będą mogły w to grać, czy nie? To się okaże. No, chyba się jeszcze nie zaczęło.
Oh, thanks, Bram. You know, I've been playing Battlefield as long as I can remember. And over the past 16 years, these games have come a long way. From 1942 to Bad Company to Battlefield 4 and up to Battlefield 1. And today...
Coś mi się to na żywo nie pokazuje. Dobra, 16 lat Battlefield. No niech mi tu nie zacinają teraz, jak ja chcę obejrzeć wszystko. O Jezu, najlepszy Battlefield tam był. Trójeczka. Dwójeczka, ładnie. A w tego nie grałem, to jest ten 2000 coś tam, nie? A spikselowany filmik mają. Ta gra pewnie w takiej rozjałce była. Kup lepszego neta? Nie no, nie mam. Znaczy mam dobrego neta, nie? No nie wiem, no mógłbym to... Nie no, nieco zmniejszej jakoś. To chyba nie Mirwie, to chyba im.
Welcome everyone to the Battlefield 5 live reveal. I'm your host for this evening,
Battlefield
Trevor Noah,
5.
and I'm so excited to be here introducing this new edition of Battlefield, which for some reason everyone has already assumed is Battlefield 5. I mean, and not Battlefield V. Could be V, why not V? Battlefield V could be just as good. Yeah, I do love that fans on Twitter are actually changing the V's in their profiles for this game, something my mother did many years ago, ahead of the curve. And most people don't know this, but the V in my name is actually a 5. Yeah, my name is actually pronounced Trev5 or Noah. Very unique. As a huge fan of these games, I've always loved how captivating the Battlefield is. And today, you'll see that Battlefield 5 has the most immersive battlefield ever.
Immersive Battlefield. No to się będzie działo.
You know that I'm the most dedicated support class you will ever meet. I'm in the mud, repairing the tanks.
Jest napisane, że jest Battlefield weteran, to on musi grać w tego Battlefielda, no bo chyba by nie ściemniał, nie?
That might be a lie, but I'm sticking with it. Because you see, I love that glorious joy of being the uncelebrated hero.
Czy oni tam mają ekipę, która się musi śmiać? Takie, wiesz, taka z napisem. Tłumacz, tu nie ma co tłumaczyć, no on mówi, że coś śmieszki i mówi, że super będzie się, kurde, takie będzie pole bitwy, że wszyscy się w nie wczujemy. No. Dobra, przywitanie, gameplay będzie i mody, znaczy wiecie, no, tryby, bronie i pojazdy, fortyfikacje, no i drużyna.
I'm not here as a professional anything. I am here as a gamer. I am here as a Battlefield player. I am here to ask only the questions I am interested in. You have made a horrible mistake.
I knew it, I told you.
Let's start at the beginning.
Mówi, że będzie zadawał tylko pytania, które go interesują.
Where the Battlefield franchise started, World War II. Now, at this point, are you like those guys, you know, those elderly pilots that they find on an island in the Pacific, you know, who think that the war never ends? Is that who you are right now?
It did. It ended. You told me. Wish I'd break it to you gently, Lars.
Dawaj gameplay, a to nie mogę tego kliknąć.
Why go back to that now?
To be honest with you, it's really, I mean, we yearned for years to go back to where it all started about 16 years ago. And
producent,
technology has evolved and the team has gained so much experience that this is really the game we wanted to build, and that we did.
It's really
Patrzcie, jaki koncept
the guys back home at DICE are really passionate about the whole era
że niby kółko zakręcili.
Right, Mr. Battlefield, that's Laz's nickname, by the way. I'm known as Madame
Półtorej godziny gadania, 5 minut gry, może będzie, no kto
Players
wie.
have experienced World War II in so many movies and in games. It's really difficult to come up with a new and fresh perspective. What perspective are you bringing to it with this version of Battlefield,
przynoszą do
Andreas?
tego
Will this
Battlefielda?
be more Saving Private Ryan or Inglourious Basterds?
So we've seen all the movies, you know. We play the games. We've been there. I'm pretty sure at least I can navigate half of France without a map just by playing the games. so for us, going back to where it all began for us, is really about delivering World War II experience that no one's never seen before.
Patrzcie, on mówi, że oni grali w gry, oglądali filmy o II wojnie światowej i chcą, żeby teraz pokazać II wojnę światową z takiej perspektywy, jakiej jeszcze nikt nie widział.
At a go, you will be able to play the German forces, the British forces, and we want to take you on that journey.
O, będzie można grać Brytyjczykami, Niemcami. A patrzcie, powiedział Germans, a nie nazi. Ciekawe. Widzicie, Rotterdam, północna Afryka.
Kind of a fresh and modern take, so really hopefully surprise the players, but also to please them.
You've given me a sneak peek, and so many words come to my mind. I mean, intense, immense, powerful. Ryan, do you have a specific way that you want players to see this Battlefield?
Well, I think the best way we can describe it is immersive. I mean, this needs to feel like the most immersive battlefield that
Immersive Battlefield, rozumiecie? Najbardziej, kurde, imersyjne przeżycie.
When you look at the chaotic multiplayer that the franchise is known for, and
Polskie
sort of
czołgi.
fan classics like Conquest, and some of the new modes that the guys are working on, like Airborne. You know, we're going back with War Stories, sort of that anthology storytelling that we had, we built in BF1, and telling new stories about men and women that change
Na
history.
północy widać też będzie.
I mean, we get to tell everyone today that co-op is back in Battlefield 5, and that's a huge thing for
Kurde,
us.
no może być fajny, nie?
This is just the beginning. I mean, launch is just the beginning for this game, and we really want to take players on a journey through World War II.
It always feels like it's a journey. That's what it always feels like with Battlefield. Like, one thing I loved about the game was how the maps in the world was constantly changing. You know, it felt like my bedroom at home. I never knew what to expect. And I think when looking at this game, Andreas, what's your vision to take this to the next level?
So we're really building on what we started with previous games. It's really about giving players the most immersive world that they could enter. You should really be grounded in it.
Market Garden, Africa Corps, Monte Cassino.
Really pushing all these new features.
Wiecie co, pamiętajcie, że Battlefield jest bardzo obszerny i tych map zawsze z wszystkimi DLC to wychodzi pełno, więc moim zdaniem no jest szansa, że dużo pokażą różnych miejscówek.
Here to do that is Daniel Berlin.
At Battlefield 5, we're expanding the toolbox for the player.
Gameplay i mody.
Giving you access to new abilities to create your own and brand new Battlefield moments. Now there's a deeper connection between the player and the world around you. You will be physically pushed by the shockwaves from explosions.
O
You can
kurde.
experience completely new ways to traverse
Wybuchy
and
będą
tactically
na nas
maneuver
mieć
across
efekt,
the
będą nas
battlefield with our
odpychać.
overhauled movement system. Our renowned destruction will rip up the terrain, leave chunks of masonry
i destrukcja
hanging from destroyed
terenu.
buildings, or have high caliber rounds ripped straight through walls to take out enemies.
I przebijanie
hiding
przez ściany, kurde,
inside. We're also
naboi.
bringing back classic modes such as majority rule conquest, but we also have new modes and experiences
Nowe
for
mody.
our unique take on World War II.
Pewnie Battle
We're bringing back
Royale.
operations with a bang, and we're calling it Grand Operations.
Super
Here,
operacje
you'll
jakieś.
experience multiple game modes as you fight over multiple maps.
Kilka
all
map
wrapped
i kilka
within
game
our
modów.
narrative journey through historically inspired battles
A,
from
i będą
World
nas
War II.
przeciągać przez jakąś
With the return
historyczną,
of our anthology
historyczne bitwy.
format for single-player war stories, with new characters to meet and untold stories to discover.
O, i historie w single playerze, jakieś
Now,
indywidualne.
Daniel just talked about a new multiplayer experience called Grand Operations. And I'm really excited because it sounds to me like
Grand
you could
Operations, a nie było w
pilot
jedynce
giant
czegoś takiego
grand
też, że się
piano
kilka map grało, nie?
like a tank. I'm pretty certain that's what it is, right, Andreas?
I'm not sure about the piano, but it's definitely massive. It's really about reliving all these power fantasies from World War II, like Airborne being power dropped in, and it's operations from Battlefield 1, but bigger.
Operacje z
It's really
Battlefield 1, ale
Yeah,
większe.
and what we want players to feel like is sort of a dynamic player impacted experience taking place over 4
Kurde,
fictional
miasta
days.
takie fajne.
I mean, day
rozmaite.
one starts with you jumping out of an airplane and with the objective to destroy
Ja jestem
the
ciekaw,
enemy
jak silnik
artillery
będzie
with that
działał,
enemy sort
bo
of
rzeczywiście właśnie ta
entrenching
fizyka
themselves
mnie
to defend and
interesuje
protect.
i te rzeczy.
And depending on how
Czy
the
jest
outcome of
progres?
day 1 goes for you, as the two main forces start to battle over day 2
Nie
in a game
tłumacz,
of
ta gra jest od
breakthrough,
18 lat.
with the number of lives you have left remaining depending on what you did the day before. And then as you continue to push on into new locations, we're going to see things like Conquest Assault, where players continue to fight for that terrain. And assuming, when we see these players end up in a giant stalemate, then they're going to enter day 4, which is Final Stand. And I mean, this is
4 dni walki.
sort of tired, muddy, no resources left.
Final
You've
stand.
got just you, your squad, and one clip. And you all fight to the last man standing with the weight of the world on your shoulders.
So this is a game mode that you may never see if your games are not in a stalemate. You may never get to that 4th map and 4th story then.
Exactly.
That's an
O,
exciting way to play the
widzieliście?
game.
Będzie Battle Royale na samym końcu. Na ostatniej mapie macie jeden magazynek i walczycie do ostatniego, wiecie,
You get
zabitego.
hands-on multiplayer
Ciekawe.
for the first time if you're there.
So even the reveal of Grand Operation spans across multiple events. Wow, nice one, guys. I have to say, I heard you guys say that co-op is back, and that's one of my favorite aspects of Battlefield 1. Lars, can you tell me more about that?
Koop. A
I
jaki
definitely
koop?
can. I mean, I'm happy to say that for the first time since Battlefield 3, co-op is back, and we're calling it Combined Arms. And here it's yet another way to experience that Battlefield sandbox,
Combined
next to
Arms.
our
To co,
war
będą
stories
grali,
and the
single
multiplayer.
player, czy co?
And what we want to do here is to allow you
Znaczy
and up to
single, no
3
wiecie,
players
koop,
to go
taki na
online
dwie,
and
znaczy przeciwko
step into
komputerowi,
those
nie?
shoes of the Pathfinders, those paratroopers that go in behind enemy lines, and here you really only have the soldier next to you, maybe not Brian, but
Yeah, I mean,
the soldier next to you
To jest jednostki
to rely
specjalne.
upon as you move forward, since getting detected might mean death, and you will soon be struck by resource scarcity. You need to find the tools and find your way to the objective. So stakes are high, and you need to kind of assess, can I push through, or do we need to extract early? It's kind of win or lose. It's up to you.
I've been a huge fan of war stories, the single-player campaign in Battlefield 1. What I truly enjoyed about it was I felt like I was learning about the stories behind the war and playing through the stories of the war, and it didn't always end well. And what I loved is because of that history element. Like, for instance, I told my
Słabe
little
bronie
brother,
bez
I said, hey,
celowników,
if mom
tylko
ever catches you
snajperka.
playing, just say this is
No,
a
ja
history
tych
class that you're
celowników,
doing
kurde,
on
tych muszek
console.
nie lubię.
And then what I'd do is I'd
Chociaż
tell my mom he was
grało
going
się
to do that,
przecież,
so she
było
would know
okej
that I was
zawsze.
always her favorite. And what was great was seeing the story. Lars, like, how is single player going to change in Battlefield 5?
No właśnie, jak będzie single player wyglądał?
Well, aren't they changing? I mean, to me, I'm happy that you like the war stories, and for us, the war stories are really our opportunity to put the war
Będą
into
historie,
perspective.
kurde,
It's
prosto
really
z
about
wojny.
those human and untold stories of the war, and we try to portray those kind of real and relatable people facing epic
jest.
warfare. And
Indianin
it's
atakuje z
Battlefield after all,
Irokezem.
so we'll be talking a lot
To wygląda
here
jak z
today
Gwiezdnych
about
Wojen
the
prawie.
gameplay improvements. So player agency is key, so you can create your own battlefield moments. And at the bottom line, it's about allowing you to witness the Second World War, but through the eyes of the men and women that changed the world.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see here, I mean, this is one of the war stories that we're going to be talking about first. I mean, this is our Nordlys story. This is the story of a young woman who is part of the Norwegian resistance fighters.
Historia jakiejś
fighting the
młodej
German
kobiety, która
occupation,
jest
during World War
w
II.
ruchu oporu
I mean, this is
norweskim.
an exploration of emotion and feelings. It's a family story. Right? And this not
historia
only sort of
rodzinna.
really grounds the players in the reality, but sort of sets the context of the World War II that we're trying to create at DICE.
It's not often that you find stories that connect with the emotion of the characters in the story. Instead of just focusing on the explosions and the gunfire, you see that look in her eyes. You want to know what she's
Brodaty
thinking,
już
what she's
szkaluje.
experiencing in that story. Why was it so important for you to focus on the people behind the stories from war?
Well, I think it's important to tell, sort of believable and sort of honest stories and really sort of set the context and sort of maintain that connection to the world that we're trying to create. I think it's
No co
important
kurde, jedno
for
zdjęcie jej mają.
people to understand where we're coming from and what our particular take is
Pokażcie
on
więcej zdjęć.
So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go back to Daniel now to cover what you'll take to the battlefield with you.
In Battlefield 5,
Co?
we're
Nie
aiming to
pokazali
mirror the
gameplayu,
immense
tylko
arsenal
przewinęli dalej.
of the Second World War.
Kurde, na końcu jest
This
reveal
was a
trailer.
period
O Jezu,
that saw an
przewinęli to,
explosion
widzieliście?
in terms of innovation when it comes to weapons and vehicles.
No co mogą być za bronie?
You
No
will get
bronie z
to fly
II wojny
iconic
światowej, no.
airplanes, engage in incredible tank battles, and also unleash secret weapons from World War II.
Secret weapons.
Weapons that are powerful enough to turn the tide of
O
any
kurde,
battle.
sekretne bronie.
And with the new fortification system, you can be more
Jezu, oni coś
strategic
pokażą,
than
czy
ever
będą tylko
in how you
gadać?
choose to defend
Reveal
or
trailer
advance
jest na
through the
samym
terrain.
końcu. No to w trailerze.
Back to you guys.
You know, in playing Battlefield, I know everyone in the audience will agree with me, people at home as well. I've always been impressed by the level of realism in the game. I remember once I was playing with a friend who served in special forces, and we were talking about our favorite guns, and I was talking about the recoil and what I liked about the sights versus other guns.
Atomówki
And
w
he turned to me at
DLC.
one point and said, "Oh, where did you serve?" And I felt embarrassed because I was like, "Oh, Battlefield 3. That's where I was." And instead of him being angry, he was like, "I didn't know that there was a game that was that immersive, something that really was as true to real without being a war simulation as possible." Guys, tell me about some of your favorite weapons in the game, some of the new vehicles that will be available in Battlefield 5.
I think at first, just by going back to this era, the pool of hardware that we can choose from is immense. There's so much there. And,
Niech Żmiu się
for me,
wypowie, czy
being
jest
a
full
vehicle
realizm
guy,
w grze.
it's
Żmiu
really
nie
quite
zrobił
simple
gry, nigdy to nie może
choice.
się
It's the
wypowiedzieć.
Tiger One.
The Tiger One tank.
Yeah, I think it's the most iconic tank from this era. I just think it's amazing.
Patrzcie, co tu
What do you
mają
like
pewne
about it? That's a
czołgi.
weird choice for me.
Fajne, takie
Seen it?
workami
I think
obłożone.
it's the best.
What, like the looks?
A bit, but also
Are you saying that? Are you checking out a tank?
Have you been in a battle with that?
Yeah, but I've never looked at it. I'm like, if I'm on the outside, I'm dying. If I'm on the inside, I'm concentrating. When are you looking? When are you doing
You
this?
should try
Próba
third-person
Berta.
camera.
And just run around the tank dying, and everyone's going to be like, "Who's that guy looking at the tank?"
It's come on, it's beautiful.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah, good.
So Andreas is a tank guy. Mr. Battlefield Laws, how about you?
I'm with you, Trevor.
Yeah, you think he's weird? I know. Yeah.
We've been trying to hide it. but
Lara Croft z pistoletem.
no, the fact that I'm also a support player. I can't hit the barn from the inside, so I need the big clips. And for me, the MG42 is really the weapon I play in the playtest.
Right, my man.
It has that iconic sound that, you know, it sends fear all over the map. And another part of it is the new kind of system which Daniel talked about for high caliber weapons. So previously I could make the same impact as a pistol basically. But this time around it comes with a punch. So where the pistol gets stuck in the wall, I can rip through.
A,
So
widzicie,
I
bo
can
teraz
finally
w
make
te
a
bronie się
difference.
różnią, bo na przykład jakaś mocniejsza broń będzie przebijać ścianę,
All right, so we got a tank
a słabsza
guy.
nie.
We've got
nie?
a weapons guy, Ryan.
Well, sort of embarrassing to admit, unlike Lars, I can't hit a barn, period. So for me, it's the toolbox. In Battlefield 1, all players had a gas mask. In Battlefield 5, we're going to replace that gas mask with a toolbox. So that means I can run around the battlefield with my toolbox, setting up fortifications, and sort of really changing the dynamic of the battlefield so that these guys who can actually hit something, I can offer some value on the playing field.
Wait. So fortifications, you just skimmed over that, but what is fortifications?
Fortyfikacje będzie można,
as a
kurde,
support
robić.
player, I mean, I think this is something you really love. It's something I think is a great
A
addition to the
takie
game.
fortyfikacje, że będzie sobie można
It really allows
budować
you
na
sort of,
mapie.
for players who want to focus on the objective. I mean, this is something you can sort of pull out your toolbox. You can build reinforcements. You can reinforce buildings that Andreas has destroyed with
O,
his tank.
ściany całe! To jest
You can build
Fortnite, kurde.
foxholes and set up machine guns, so people like Lars can sit there and camp out
Fajnie,
at choke
będzie jak
points. I mean, this
Fortnite
is going to,
budowanko. Co wy
change
na
the
to,
strategic way
kurde?
people play both as attackers
Tego
and
nie było w
Was that in
Battlefieldzie.
response to the gaming community? Because I know as a Battlefield gamer, I always wanted what I didn't have. So first I was going, hey guys, I need destruction. I need places to fall apart. And then at some point I was like, too much destruction. Like there's nothing left. Was this a response?
Yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of esteemed players in here in the
Minecraft,
studio
kurde.
today and in the community overall who, at some point, especially when we're testing, we came to a point where the level was leveled. The world was leveled and you couldn't advance. So basically, this is to counter that and give you an additional kind of toolbox to rebuild. And then you and I can come in as heroes again, and they fortify. We come there and we add an extra heavy machine gun or an air
Kurde,
gun.
czyli
So
jeden
it's kind of
buduje, a drugi
teamwork
stawia
once again.
karabin.
We are the celebrated heroes.
We are the celebrated heroes we deserve to be. I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that, Lars. Thank you. Now, now that we've learned about the tools, let's hear about the company. Here to tell us
Company.
more, please welcome Natalie Eek.
Trevor, and yes, the company is something that is completely new to Battlefield 5.
UX
It's your
designer.
personal collection of customized soldiers, weapons, and vehicles that you can tailor and grow as you play. The company is the heart and soul of your personal experience, and the choices you make here for your company actually matters.
O kurde,
Not
można
only will your
jakoś
choices affect the way you
ekipę se
look, but also how your weapons and vehicles play.
budować, wygląd,
As you squad up
skiny.
with your friends, make sure to pick a soldier that complements the rest of your squad to take on the battle ahead. And during the game, adapt to the changing circumstances by calling your company and bring in the right soldier, weapon, or vehicle to suit your situation. Back to you, Trevor.
Andreas, that really sounds awesome. Tell me more about the company and how it works, because you know, I know from my years in Battlefield that the group that really plays together stays together.
Now, the company is something that we're super excited about. For the first time, you can now create your own personal experience with the soldiers you take on to the battlefield. It's really up to you
Zeza ma, ona nie miała Zeza, tylko czytała z
how you
promptera
want them to play and also
pod kamerą,
how they look.
po czyj chodziło prawo, lewo.
As you keep playing and you get better, your soldiers will get better with you.
So give me an example of how this would impact me as a support class.
So if you take your support class player you want, and you start playing with that soldier, and you start progressing him, you're going to unlock a set of new abilities, new perks.
No to zawsze tak było. No, gramy w Battlefielda, gramy jakąś klasą, odblokowujemy kolejne rzeczy, nie? Za 6 minut pierwszy będzie, kurde, first look.
And you level that machine gun up, you make the choices that matter, and then you decide, well, I think this needs its own custom paint job. So you sort of make that machine gun, really make it your own, and then you go in and you grab that sort of iconic support outfit that you really want to wear going into battle. You jump in with some friends and off you go.
You know, it's funny you brought up customization, because I've always believed in Battlefield the team is important.
O, patrzcie, jest
But looking badass is the most important
kustomizacja.
thing. I think anyone who's been in war can agree with this. Please tell me that I can customize my look to be properly badass in the battlefield.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, if it's worth doing looking
Grali
good.
już nie, za 6 minut
So
będą
I
grali.
think, you know, part of the tactical gameplay that comes with Battlefield, I mean, what we want to do is give you the ability to create your own personal identity. So, you know, no more anonymous soldiers. You know, this is your soldiers in their boots going into battle. Their own weapons, customize the way
Nie wiem,
you
bo
want
mi
to
się
do
to
it.
takie dziwne później.
The
Każdy
gear that
wygląda
you want
inaczej,
them to
jak
wear.
wiecie, w Star Warsach
I mean,
nagle
this
wszyscy
is
jakieś
gonna
inne
feel like
mundury,
it's your
nie?
own personal arsenal.
And obviously I want to get as much of that arsenal as I can possibly get. How do I even begin getting all of this gear?
You play the game. I mean, for what we want players is you get rewarded for playing the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty short. It's whatever you want to progress towards, your company, your class, or a specific item.
Mówią, że jak chcecie zdobyć te wszystkie itemy, to musicie grać w grę. No ale może jakiś, kurde, skrzyneczka może jakaś by mogła być? Kto wie, może?
And I know it's a sensitive subject, but I'm still going to go there. Is this game going to be pay to win?
Pay to win,
No,
czy będzie?
You can't pay to get an unfair gameplay advantage.
What if I have a lot of money?
Call me.
No, mówią, że nie będzie pay to
So
win.
you won't be able to pay?
No. So in Battlefield, it's always been about a balanced rock, paper, scissors gameplay, and it still is. You really have to, like Les was saying, you have to play the game to earn new gear, and skill is really key.
Okay, but what about Premium Pass? Will it be one of those games where I have to shell out another
Patrz w lewym
$50
dolnym
6
rogu,
months
EA
after I
Play.
bought the game? Is that how it works?
Może
Well,
będzie
I
grane
get
jak
the
EA
fun part
Play.
of not taking any more of your money as well, but no, there's no more premium pass in this game. This means no more.
No more premium pass.
Wow.
Thank you. It's the least I can do.
Thank you.
Yes. I mean, this means no more paying for maps, no more paying for modes. You know, this is something the community has asked for. This is something the team really believes in.
No to zaczyna, skąd
So
wezmą
what we
pieniądze?
want is a game where people stay together, they play the games together, and they get to go on this journey through World War II together.
That's beautiful. That means I finally lose my nickname, No Maps Noah.
Czyli co?
So dope.
No to nie rozumiem.
All right, well, it's time to learn
To za co
about what
będą
happens
wydawać DLC
after the game
i nowe
launches.
mapy?
So, to tell us all about live service, please welcome back Natalie and Daniel.
So launch is really just the beginning. Tides of War is an epic journey that you and your company will take through World War II.
Tides of War, co
It will
to
bring
jest?
you an evolving, diverse game that will grow over time as we immerse you and your company in different theaters of war. Playing Battlefield 5 is an experience unlike any other.
Co to będzie, kurwa, jak
It
w
will
Planet
differ
Side?
from all previous Battlefield games. And the most important thing, it's open to all players.
Yes, and there will always be new battles, new fronts, and rewards on the horizon. And by
Czyli będzie coś
removing
takiego
Premium
jak
Pass, we are
w
keeping the
pewnie
community together.
w For
So
Honor.
this time there will be no expansion packs,
Wiecie.
and all players will be able to take part in the same journey through Battlefield
Że
5.
pewnie różne teamy
And
będą
with Tides of
przejmować
War,
mapę
our players will experience themed chapters of World War II.
i będzie
each
trzeba
spanning
grać,
over
żeby
several
coś
months.
odblokowywać i jakieś
And these
bonusy
will
będą
focus
za
on key
konkretne
moments that
bitwy w danym
impacted the
momencie.
outcome of the conflict.
Wojna w
Trevor?
kosmosie.
This sounds to me like a wild, full ride through World War II, but Lars, like, how big of a journey will this be?
Widzicie, jakie oni mają monitory na
How
tym?
long is the
Aha, żeby
string?
widzieć, co leci.
No, I mean, to put it into perspective, this was the World War, and I mean, to me, it's going to be a huge journey. I mean, we want to take you on that journey with chapters from the history, and at the end of it, we really want you to be kind of experiences daily, weekly, and monthly events leading up to kind of the pinnacle of the
Widzicie,
grand
jakieś
operations
wielkie
and
eventy będą,
experience to
Tides of
achieve
War.
those special assignments.
No, to
getting
myślę, że to
through
będzie
with
tak coś jak
extra
tak jak było w
rewards.
For
So
Honor,
it is
czyli że
about
będzie
keeping it fresh and
jakaś wielka
constantly
mapa i tam będzie się,
what
wiecie,
we
wojna
see here and
odbywała.
talk about here today is just
Na
the
niej.
beginning, and as you play it through, you start to be taken to a new horizon, new locations, new gameplay, and I mean, stick in for the ride.
It sounds like it's going to be
$400
one of those
będzie gierka
experiences
kosztować,
where the
no
more I
właśnie,
play,
no.
the more cool stuff I can get. I get rewarded
No,
for
bo
my
później
time.
nie
Is
będą
that gonna
robić
be
nowych
across
DLC, jak
different
nie będą
modes?
chcieli za nie pieniędzy, to jak to? Nie rozumiem tego.
It's really simple. You just have to play the game to earn new cool gear. And it doesn't matter if it's multiplayer or combined arms.
Tides of War,
Like you see
widzicie.
here, you will be able to earn new vehicles, new weapons. It's going to be dog tags.
Nagrody
and
będą za branie
silver
udziału w
skins,
tych tak jakby
weapon
globalnej
skins.
wojnie,
It's all
nie?
there to really customize your crew to really be standing out on the battlefield the way you want it to be.
Right, it sounds amazing, and I only have one question, and that is, when does this all start?
Well, the game launches in October, so starting November, running through
So launch date miało być po
we're going
trailerze.
to start with our first chapter, which is going to focus on the fall of Europe. So we're gonna explore sort of the German mechanized war machine as it pushes its way
Czyli co,
into
we
Europe.
wrześniu, tak?
This is going to be live gameplay focused events.
Fall of
We're going to
Europe
have thematic
starts
rewards
w
tied to this.
listopadzie?
You know, we can't wait to talk to the
Czyli
community
co,
more about
bo nie
this
słyszałem,
between, as we
co on
lead up to
powiedział.
launch.
Well, I'm not going to lie, you guys have definitely raised my analog stick, and I think we've waited long enough. This is the most immersive battlefield yet in a World War II you have never seen before, where launch
Kurde, zaraz
is
będzie
just the
trailer.
beginning of the journey. I'm done talking. I think it's time we see this thing. Are you all ready?
Are you ready? Kurde.
Well, here it is, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time ever, the reveal trailer for Battlefield 5.
Reveal trailer. Niewłaściwy content dla dzieci. Poproszę o wyjście. Xbox, kurde. Dice. Frostbite. Co to, nos? To jaki koń? Co tak rwą im te trailery? No ale kurde, myślałem, że będzie gameplay, a to jest jakiś cinematic.
Here we go!
Jezu, co się dzieje? Samochody lecą z nieba. Samoloty też lecą z nieba. Ale go kurde odepchnął. Kolanko. Boom. Samochód go zabił. O, i teraz gameplay dajemy. O, fuck, ta gra wygląda jak prawdziwość. O, ja tak strzelam. 3 strzały i przeładowanie. To ja tak robię zawsze. No kurde, nie wiem, czy to tak będzie wyglądać. Śmiem wątpić. Trochę za dobrze to wygląda, co?
Fuck it!
Ale dostał.
Hello, old friend.
Czy ona miała rękę kapitana, kurde, Hooka? No, V1, ten samolot taki odrzutowy tam poleciał. Znaczy, samolot to ta rakieta, znaczy, no, ta rakieta tak ze skrzydełkami.
Games play best on Xbox One.
Wow. Wow. The car, the thing, the man, the boo. You saw the thing, the man, the huh? I hope they got insurance. That was insane. Do you see that?
We did say it.
That was, Andres, I don't feel like you saw it. I feel like you've seen
Mi
it
się
before.
podobało. Że dużo
Just
akcji.
jumped on their back and then started shooting while moving on their back.
Yeah. It's cool. That's all I can say.
This is what happens when you live life in a tank, Andreas. That was exciting. Give it up for that one more time. That was an amazing trailer. Oh, wow. So wait, so before we go, am
Mi
I
się
correct in
podobało.
saying there were some new animations there? There were
Podoba
some
mi
new
się, że
moves that
jak jest
you
wybuch, to nas
do in the
odpycha i
game.
upadamy.
Okay, thank you.
Tak nie było nigdy.
Thank you, Andreas.
To be honest, as in, I think we should thank the team back home in Stockholm for
Huge call out.
helping us to get to this point. I think they are truly amazing. And the fans. Again, we've been waiting for this moment for so long to be able to reveal what we've been working on.
This is really packed with gameplay, and then I mean a lot of this is direct feedback from community.
Teraz sobie przewiniemy tego live'a, zobaczymy.
For the support and once again the team for doing
Jeszcze raz ten trailer. Ja chcę zobaczyć jeszcze raz gameplay.
The look on your face, you know, hits the mark they're going for.
Yeah.
Kurde, on się spocił cały i się świeci. Mogliby go trochę popudrować.
I'm excited. Give it up for the people in Stockholm, please. Let's give it up for the people in Stockholm. Wow. Battlefield 5 launches worldwide on October 19th. In the meantime, these guys are giving away free expansion packs in Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 4.
O kurde, nowe dodatki za darmo do Battlefieldów 4 i 1.
And next up is EA Play on June 9th, where you'll see multiplayer for the very first time. I hope all of you are as excited as I am for Battlefield 5. To watch that trailer again, go to youtube.com/battlefield. And if you want more info, join some of the team here with Xbox, who are hosting an exclusive post-show on mixer.com/Xbox. That is our show for tonight. Thank you so much.
Kurde no. Dobra, idziemy na tego. Idziemy na ten trailer. Czekajcie, tylko zobaczmy, czy... Battlefield, pierwszy oficjalny zwiastun. A czemu ja mam to po polsku? A to kurde feller, jak oni to zrobili? To ja nie znam czegoś takiego, że można mieć jeden kanał i języki różne. Chyba że to jest automatyczne tłumaczenie. Okej, dobra. Dobra, jedziemy z tym. To tam nieważne. Ten początek nas nie interesuje za bardzo. 4K, zajebiście 60. Dobra, zobaczmy go jeszcze raz od początku. Mamy spację w razie czego mamy. To jest jakaś... No wiadomo, że jest akcja na początku. To jest... To jest jedna z tych misji zapewne, co się gra, wiecie, te takie koopowe, nie? Pewnie się tak zaczyna. Czy on miał miecz samurajski na plecach? Chyba tak. No kurde, tu to w 60 FPS-ach to wygląda, nie? I 4K. Nie no, to jest drużyna specjalna, to specjalnie kobieta jest jakaś rebeliantka czy co? Partyzantka. Czy to zabito dobrego Polaka patriotę? Czy to Niemcy? Nie, to Niemców chyba zabijają. Dobra, i tu się zaczyna się gameplay, nie? Po pierwsze tak, patrzcie, koleś buduje se. Widzicie to? To nasi. I on tak buduje ścianę, więc pewnie będzie można takie zasieki robić. Tu Niemcy biegną, my wybiegamy na nich. Wślizg robimy ze strzelankiem. Strzelanko, kurde, granat, patrzcie. O, odrzucił granat, to mi się podoba. Zestrzelił samolot ten. Wehikl zabity. On się tu ciągle, na razie się sam przewraca. Nie dostał jeszcze ani razu ten moment chciałbym powtórzyć, czekajcie. Bo on był dla mnie taki na tym trailerze, był taki nierzeczywisty aż. Kurde, nie no, fajnie, ta ziemia z różnych stron spada na twarz. Woda jeszcze chlapie. O, rakietę. Kurde, jak go fajnie ziemia przysypała. No jak to będzie tak wyglądać? To ja jestem pod wrażeniem. Będzie skakanie z pompą. Rzucił granat i odpalił go strzelając, a nie niszczy samolot. Aha, a to nie widziałem tego. Nie zauważyłem, że on rzucił granat. No i spadochroniarze. To musimy to jeszcze powtórzyć. Czekajcie. Rzucił granat i odpalił go strzelając? Naprawdę? A, rzeczywiście odpalił go strzelając. O kurde, to tak się będzie dało? To fajne. Mi się te kule podobają. Jak on tak wolno lecą i to widać je na czerwono. Wiecie, widać takie czerwone smugi. No i przewróciło go. Fajnie go przewróciło. No ale jak to tak będzie przewracać za każdym razem, to będzie przypał. Śmieszna ta jej dłoń. No powiem wam, że kurde, no śmieszna dość. Dobra. Wczesny dostęp do bety, preorder. O, czekajcie, preorder. Ile kosztuje, zobaczmy. O nie. Kurde, buy.pl, buy Battlefield. Co mam tu, coś mamy wpisać? Halo, halo. Invalid response. Help. Coś tu jakaś konsola mi się włączyła. Możemy zhakować im stronę? Co 5? Przekierowanie na stronę kup. A co tam było zapisane? Battlefield 1 mam tylko. AS-kami. AS-akmi, czekajcie, AS-akmi. Zaraz. AS-akmi. Nie ma. Gry. Aha, bo tam jest, bo tu jest 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dobra, nie znam. Gry aktualności kompany kup. Aha, że 5 to jest kup, no na to nie wpadłem. No dobra, no to jeszcze nie można kupić, ale jak już będzie można, to będzie można. Dobra, no koniec tego reveal. No zobaczyliśmy, kurde, zobaczyliśmy co to będzie, nie? No jestem ciekaw. Jestem ciekaw. No wy żeście powiedzieli, że tak, no że średnie macie podejście do tego Battlefielda, a mi się podobało. Mi się podobało. Zobaczymy. Zobaczymy jak to będzie tam, jak to później wyjdzie w praniu. Chciałbym zobaczyć, no na E3 pewnie będą pierwsze gameplaye takie, wiecie, na żywo. Jak przeczytasz polskie tłumaczenie, jakiś spoiler, babka mnie ratuje, o co chodzi? Co ona mówi? Witaj, stara przyjaciółko. Spoiler czego to jest? Nie wiem. A to jest w ogóle ciekawe, bo on mówi hello old friend i po angielsku to jest, wiecie, to nie wiadomo czy do faceta, czy do baby, bo to jest stary tam przyjacielu czy coś. Nie? A po polsku wiadomo, że przyjaciółko. Jeszcze kobietą gramy. No, że friend jest bezosobowo, nie? Po angielsku, a tu ten. No dobra, no nic, no. Fajne nawet.